Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to be setting up infinite power and also finding us a guardian temple. So I hope you guys are ready. So here we are. I want to jump into mechanism just from the start, and then we're going to do some adventuring later on. But I want to kind of get more power. I need more power at the moment so I can start getting into other things so we can build more cool structures and transfer our power around. So how am I going to do that? I want to jump into mechanism. Of course, there's so many different ways to generate power in this pack. Not to mention the mod called power. That's just one. But this is also going to allow us to get into some really nice automation later on. So I need to hook this up to some power. By the way, this is called a Metallurgic Infuser. It is sort of one of the starting points of this whole mod mechanism. You're going to need to have this before you can really do just about anything. And what I want to get done today is I want to take the automation that we set up for our farm over here, doing the automated harvesting, which might be stopped up right now because I haven't been over here. Nope, it's still running. I want to take the automation from this, which we're getting wheat, and I want to turn this wheat, into biofuel, as you can see. Wow, we got some phantoms on us. So yeah, I want to be able to do that. By the way, setting up some kind of auto killer farm would be so easy for this. Just AFK would be so easy. So yeah, getting this set up would actually be pretty simple. There's going to be several different ways to do it, of course. But I think going the just ender chest route is probably going to be the easiest for us. And it's also going to be the most simple. I was also thinking later on maybe converting that into conveyor belts and giving us a reason to have conveyor belts laying around. Man, you guys are so loud. Can you calm down? Dude, you are stuck. You are so dead now. Very nice. So to use this machine, take some redstone, just like that, which fills up its buffer. And we're actually going to put some iron in here. And our iron is then going to be processed with this machine. Of course, it does make some noise. It's going to be processed down into, if I just go slow enough, an infused alloy. And that infused alloy is used for a lot of machines. We also need steel for this, and of course now we get to utilize osmium. And yeah, so this one's basically we need to make a crusher, which is going to require lava to get started. And these can actually be upgraded into different tiers. As you can see, there are different tiers, and basically it's changing the control circuit with the crusher inside. So yeah, this is just your standard crusher though to get started. So we do need the basic control circuits, and these are osmium infused with redstone instead of iron. So I'm gonna need to get a few of these done. Now, of course, we can upgrade this machine. I think with the power that we're generating right now, it's honestly not enough. Like this is not producing all that much power. I guarantee it's probably closer to the 60 to 70 RF per tick. I think I can maybe closer to 80 RF per tick, somewhere around there, that I'm able to get out of this. And we can see the utilization of our power over here. It's only utilizing 20 RF per tick. And if we didn't have the power, we can honestly throw redstone in this slot and it would actually generate power via redstone. That's actually kind of how you get started in this mod. And this right here, we need just a few of them to kind of get started. And then we can actually use our bio generator, which is one I want to create. I want to use this to jumpstart. And then you see over here, there's a guardian spawn egg. That's just to remind me, I need to find a temple. So I was debating on whether or not we just capture a mob, but we can't spawn it. So we'd have to kill so many guardians in order to really get an egg, and that's if we get an egg. And then at that point, what do we do? Like, do we create another separate farm, finding another spawner? Maybe a blaze spawner would potentially work. So I'm debating on whether or not to go with like an old-fashioned like one, but if we do that, we would have to be there for it to function. So I want to have it work while I'm working on other things. So maybe seeing if we can't get, we might get a drop by clearing the guardian area, by killing some guardians. While we're there anyways, I can still grab some prismarine, which is exactly what I need for some future stuff that I have planned. So I am back in the nether. I wanted to actually round up some blazes, and I wanted to do this a little bit more efficiently than how I've been doing it in the past. Let me go ahead and knock these guys out real quick. And how about you? Trying not to stay on fire for too long. So I went ahead and made some player damage traps, and I think these are going to be fantastic for this. If I hurry up and I place some down, we should be able to generate... Let me go ahead. I'm trying to get them in a decent area. Hopefully what I can do is I can put something in my main hand like this, and I can actually draw them to me, and I can also knock them out a lot easier now that they're going to be taking damage. Oh, looks like they end up going back here. Now, I can't actually walk on these because they cause me to take some damage, so I need to kind of be careful about that. I might just try this, because then where they spawn, I shouldn't have to worry about it too much. And I might be onto something. That, or it prevents them from spawning here. I have no idea. But this should be a little bit easier for me to get quite a bit more blaze rod, even though I could use some looting. That is a thing. Oh yeah, that's going to be a lot quicker. Look at that. And it's just all mine. So right here, I kind of have a little bit of something to set up. So I went ahead and made some transporters. These are just combining a couple funnels together. And I don't know if they're redstone enabled, but they do have a nice filter on them, which I really, really like. So I'm able to filter out what goes into these. And I don't know if I'm putting them on backwards. We're going to find out if this actually extracts into a chest or not. So let me go ahead and place this chest down, because this is actually the chest that things are being imported to. Okay, so these are automatically taking wheat. Let me go ahead and put that in there. By the way, if you only want to set one, you can just set it to 1, or you can actually scroll wheel, I believe, and you can see that you can change the amount there by using your scroll wheel while hovering over it, which is kind of a really cool feature. I wish a lot more mods utilize that. Right here, I want to just set up a simple composter to make myself just some bone meal. This is a really good use for this. And I want to set this to just one of those. One of the seeds. Now, this thing doesn't need seeds in order for it to build up. And we should be able to just send this directly into a composter like this. Oh, I was hoping. So what's going to have to happen, since this actually doesn't do what I want it to do, I have to send it to the top. So it needs to actually go into a hopper. So what I'm going to have to do is potentially bring this down one. So this, so items can be imported into the top. I was thinking, is there a better way to do this? I mean, there are other pipes we can use, but this is honestly a really good solution. But, oh well. I'm going to place it one more block down and then just use a trapdoor to access the item. So I think I've come up with a solution. To set this up, I'm going to use the same sort of pipe over here that's going to deposit into a spruce chest. Then this is going to go into a composter, and then the composter is going to go into another hopper. And then what I should be able to do is have the other chest, I don't know, maybe show up over here, right? I kind of want it to be away from this, but still also be over here. So what I can do is I'm just going to place a temporary block, place a hopper facing into this block, and I'm going to use Quark's item pipes, which are pretty cool, to bring this up and into another chest. This should hopefully work. Let me jump up here. There we go. And bring this into a chest that is going to be right there. So I have so many chests. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we'll just place a chest right here. And that's going to be our output chest. Now, to get this to function, as I didn't know how it worked before, we can just apply a redstone signal back here. And now items should be pushed through here. So by default, let's go ahead and just show this. Okay, so it's actually on right now. I guess this would be an off state. Okay, so it's like that. So with this going like so, you can see the items flow through the pipe and end up here, which is actually kind of cool. And if I wanted to turn it off, I guess I would need that. I looked on the I looked on Vasky's Twitter, Maybe he had it backwards back when he first made it, because I guess his concept idea had it where you activated a lever in order to get it to go, but looks like he might have changed how that functions, which, I mean, I don't blame him, because the standard function of how a hopper works is this way. So what's going to happen when we do this? Well, let's go ahead and get our pipe hooked up, and then we can get this just working, right? So we put our filter in, and you can see it's filling up. What should happen is this hopper should be spilling into the composter automatically, and you can see there it just did its thing, and it made a little bit of bone meal. It doesn't happen instantly from the looks of it. Wait. Okay, so yeah. So maybe we should have more than just one going in. It's only pulling one at a time, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, we should definitely like have it set to stacks at a time. That way it'll pull a stack of items. Then it will go a bit faster. Because also the hopper is only going to work so fast. But as you can see, we're getting bone meal. Exactly what I wanted. And we close it all up. Very simple setup over here. It looks more complicated, but I wanted to keep with the crate aesthetic by using some of the pipes. Now, of course, I can always speed this up, and we can gain more things by putting one of those cool flower pots up there and having wheat going in it. So that'd be a thing. But the wheat now, I want to take this and send it over and generate power with it. I know, it sounds weird, but it is something that we can do, and we're getting this bad boy set up. So the next block we're going to need is the crusher. And I went ahead and just set up a basic universal cable for right now to give power to the blocks that are going to be underneath it. I might find a better solution for covering this up later. I just don't know a fantastic way. The other way I was thinking I could cover it up was by using a mod called XNet, which does have cable facades and would let me cover this up and connect, not only route items into these blocks, but I could also connect power and kind of cover that up and hide it, where I could just have this just hitting on the floor or something, or on the wall. But, you know, this actually does fine for right now. It'll serve its purpose. Now, I need to generate some power. So to go into here, we have an inner chest. Now, I don't think this auto pulls. It will auto eject. We can turn it to auto eject, but we do need to pull the items into here. Now, I could use a hopper. I could use all kinds of stuff. Let's take a look at mechanism cables, because mechanism cables are fairly cheap. And I think at this point we can actually get into mechanism a bit more. At least I feel like we can get into mechanism a little bit more. I kind of want to build a sort of factory for mechanism down the road. I want to get a bigger area for mechanism, potentially like an underground sort of thing, like a rather large and cool looking underground, like, I don't know, somewhat spacey vibe going with it. So with some darker blocks, as these are very dark, that would be a really cool idea. So I need a configurator, and it is this little thing right here. And it looks like I need to make one of these, and then I can make the configurator. So this is a very important tool. And I'm also going to need some cable. And there are, okay, so this is the universal cable. I need item cable. And once we make some item cables, we should be good, right? I think I see some item cables. Let's see. It may not even be called item anymore. Of course, it's basic logistical transporter. Why not? Why not be called anything else? So the universal cable is for power. These are for items. And there is a couple of ways to route items. So let's go ahead and place this down. Right now, this is why you need the configurator. And as you can see, it can change. We can change modes. So current mode is configurate. And then this is wrench mode, which rotates blocks. Configurate heat, energy, gas, fluids, items. And I think shift right click. There we go. And this is set to extract mode. And there we go. You can see it's going into the crusher and getting its stuff done. Now we can go to the items side, and we can set our output to auto eject. And you can see the output is actually on this side right here. I have energy set to bottom. This right here is the input, which is what's receiving the items. and I want to send this over to a biogenerator, because biofuel can be used inside of a biogenerator, and it's also required to make it. So now that I have some, let's go ahead and make it. Biogenerator created, and yeah, we're about to set this bad boy up. Now, I think this one's a little bit more finicky. Let's go ahead and place it real quick, and you can see this side right here, I believe, is set to accept energy in the back. And it does some weird things as far as routing items go. I think this can accept items from the side. We'll have to see, because it is a little weird. So it's definitely accepting items. I think that's where it outputs power. So getting outputted power from here, if I can... Okay, it's going to make it hard to place, isn't it? I guess we could use our wrench, right? We can always wrench this. Put it in wrench mode. There we go. So now we can at least see the stuff, right? We can see the power is being generated, but back here, we need to get that cable set up. And what I might do is I'm just going to remove this block, take that item pipe or the energy cable right here, basic universal, and we're going to slap that right into it. And then what we'll end up with is covering this with some blocks on the back. Like, I might even cover it with like just some walls to make it look a little bit different, as if nothing ever happens. Right. Okay. So now that we have that, I mean, it's doing its thing. It should be able to receive. Oh, of course, it's flipped. Right. It's obviously flipped. Why would it not be flipped? So basically, the biofuel needs to be placed onto this side. This is one thing that I always found weird. Now, I don't think I can change it with the configurator. As much as I would love to. Let's see, items. No, this cannot be changed, unfortunately. Man, that's a bummer. I mean, there is only one other option that we can go for, and that's just placing it this way. And then, of course, it's going to generate, and then I can just bring the power forward, right? And connect it in. I know we get this ugly looking thing, and I would love to be able to see the stuff. But, I mean, it works. And the good thing is I can go in here, and I can just drop items in here to charge. So I can now, like, charge my mining gadget in here instead. And what we should be able to do is send this power to a lot of other machines, because we're actually, I mean, we generate quite a bit. Look at this. The maximum output is 128 RF per tick, which is a pretty good start, considering that our resources and our power is coming from an automated farm. So it's pretty much free power right now. So just got myself a mending villager. That's exactly what I wanted, as I do have an elytra and I want to get mending on this. So super glad I got that. Actually relatively cheap, 30 emeralds. Not too bad. So let's get a book. Go ahead and lock him in, and emeralds. And we'll go ahead and trade. And that should, yeah, give me an emerald. And also lock him in. That's the important part, is we want to lock this in. And yeah, I did go ahead and place it down here, as I did want to place it up there, as I was having a lot of problems rotating through the lectern to get what I really needed. And it was this guy. So I can keep him protected by doing this. And yeah, we can now go and put mending on this, eventually get unbreaking. I don't think I have any unbreaking enchantment books. I mean, we're going to work towards getting that, but at least having this on it is going to be better than nothing, right? So let me go ahead and slap that on this, since repairing this thing, pretty easy. And let's go ahead and rename it while we're at it. Wings, of course, because the thought of wearing bug wings, kind of, it's just weird. Just weird. So I need to discover our guardian farm. I needed to find out where the guardian is going to be located at, and I think it's going to be off in this direction. I've kind of looked at my map, because we've gone quite a distance over here, and I believe it is right over here somewhere. I believe when I boated across here, I did see it off in the distance. I don't know if that, I don't think that's exactly it. But using our map, I mean, we should be able to see it rather clearly. And maybe it isn't over here. That's what we're going to have to do some searching. We're going to have to do some boating. And it's going to take a little bit of time. If I don't stumble upon it quickly, probably going to take us a little bit of time to find it and locate it. Now, I do have villagers, and I could probably level this guy up. Let me show you this villager real quick. Because normally this guy will show you where the guardian, like where the location would be on a map. But it's showing me different locations. So this is like a snowy tundra Pathfinder map. And this is a Pathfinder map showing me where a savanna is at. So these are different from what I think I should be getting. Now, I can go ahead and buy some of these off of them, which would level them up. And that's probably what I'm going to do here in a minute. But for some reason, it should show me where this map is located, or at least he should sell me a map. So I'm not getting very lucky with this guy. 100% not lucky at all. I did, however, get the Woodland Mansion Explorer map, which is right here. So this map would, of course, lead me to a Woodland Mansion. I don't think leveling it up even more will unlock the Guardian Temple, but it might. I'm not going to level it up right now because it just requires me to make compass after compass, and the compass doesn't actually automatically go in the slot, which is kind of annoying. But I do want to fly around a bit, and so why not do that? And I don't even mind that it's dark. Hey, what do you guys? How did you guys escape? Oh, how did you guys escape? I have no idea how these guys got here, but I mean, it doesn't seem like they're making a big deal about it. But you need to go in there. Get in there. Get in the water. You know what I think they're doing? They're landing on the post and then they're getting out. But it's still, like I said, not a huge deal. So I have completely cleared this whole area. Not a single one here. And this is considered an ocean. I'm hoping my luck's a little bit better flying elsewhere. Like maybe over this way? Like the complete opposite direction of where I'm currently at. But I do need to pay attention. I need to watch out because my elytra is already pretty low. And I think what I need to do is I need to make that item from wastestones that lets me teleport to my wastestones. That would probably be useful. Thank goodness I finally found it. Wow. Right here. I don't want to get too close because I'll immediately get mining fatigue. However, I do want to go in here just real quick. Try not to get killed, right? Let me actually grab some blocks. Because I think just grabbing a couple blocks would help me out. Right? Let me get right here just so I have something so I can jump off the top. But mining fatigue is going to help. I should be able to clear out at least the top bit here. Okay. Get the block so I can get a platform going. Okay, platform to stand on. Good. Alright, they're shooting bubble lasers at me. Bunch of bubble lasers. Why have I not gotten mining fatigue? What? I guess Is there any guardian? There's the guardian right there. Oh my goodness. Okay. They are about to kill me. Wow. Okay, but I think I'm getting what I need. Okay, I needed prismarine. I'm getting prismarine, all right. Wow. Oh, okay, there we go. Wow, that was really delayed. Okay, so at least I know where it's at. That is pretty decent indicator. I'm gonna go ahead and just build that out. There we go. And that should be good. That should be good. I think I got enough prismarine. I think. I don't actually know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna, now that I have mining fatigue, can I use my laser if I'm under mining fatigue? Does this work? And if so, I want to use Silk Touch. Is it super slow? I think it is super slow. No, it's not affected. Ha ha ha. Wow, get wrecked. Okay. Yep, but we got to get out of here. Wow. Those guys hit hard. We need to make sure we're a little bit more prepared. But did I get any of those blocks? I have no idea. I was after some prismarine, but anyways, with knowing where this is at, we should be able to, at this point, head back to the base and prep ourselves for a fight. But today I wanted to at least find where this was at, get ourselves some prismarine, and yeah, come back here and take on a few of these foes. Because yeah, these guys are worth taking on. There's a lot of crafting recipes that require this stuff, prismarine crystals, and we're gonna need them. Well, today's been good, and I want to say a huge thank you to, again, one of my amazing Patreons. And today I'm gonna say thanks to Rob Lever. So thank you so much. I hope I said the last name right. Could be Lever, could be yeah, anyways. Thank you so much for all your tremendous support over on the Patreon. Like I said, I really do appreciate all of you guys. I wish I could thank all of you guys just in more ways than this. Even this, I don't feel like is enough. But thank you so much for all your tremendous support. All my Patreons, thank you guys so much. Oh, we're kind of backed up over here. Look at this. Yikes, we got gravel coming in. I was trying to get sand. It's not doing its thing. Anyways. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Wow, that looks kind of cool. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video, guys, a huge thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.